Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Calhoun's. Folks, it's Father's Day. If you're looking for a last-minute gift for Pop, take him to Calhoun's. 9 area locations, barbecue, steaks, and as you see on their sign, best ribs in America. Spend a little time and break some cornbread with Dad at Calhoun's, or any of their 9 area locations today. All right. Quick segment because I want to talk about UT recruiting. I want to talk about this UT Louisville, the penalties, do a comparison there. And then Butch Jones, Jerry Green. I think that'll be an interesting topic later. Everyone seems to be talking, even national guys are writing about Butch Jones' contract. Okay, right now he's sitting at 4 years, including this year remaining. All right, so most schools, they like to keep it at 5 years. Well, he didn't get the rollover in 2015. And without Dave Hart really in a place to give a longer extension, he hasn't gotten anything yet. And from what the word is, he and John Curry haven't discussed this yet. We know that Butch Jones' agent, like all good agents, pushing for some sort of extension and raise. If you guys are John Curry, and I'll start at that end this time. If you're John Curry, what are you doing with Butch Jones' contract right now, Chuck Cavaleras?
I'm just going to wait and see. I mean, I don't see any reason to move forward on anything. And if you believe some of the reports that Butch Jones is on the hot seat, why would you go ahead and extend something that could be a problem later? So, I mean, I'm just going to see how things go and evaluate it, down the road.
If that 1 year, if a 1 year extension would really make a difference in recruiting, if it's really a negative in recruiting, what it'd be 2.5 million added to the buyout. The way if Texas and Michigan, if Michigan can go to Italy, if Texas can have $7,000 lockers, Tennessee's got enough money. I think if it's really in the best interest, they've got enough money to do that extension for 1 year and add that money to the buyout.
Josh, one interesting thing, you follow recruiting, you cover it for WNML and for us. It might be easier for Butch Jones' agent to say, we got to do this for recruiting purposes, if they weren't tearing it up in recruiting. They're doing pretty good right now with just 4 years on the deal. Yeah, Your thoughts, what do you do?
Yeah, it's a common argument. You need the contract there in place for recruiting. And big picture, I think that is accurate most often, but not currently. And we have some examples coming up of how well Tennessee is doing in recruiting right now for actually 2018 and 19. So that would be a year beyond for Tennessee. So I think everybody's doing their jobs. The agent looking for a raise, I just don't think it's necessary for. So if I'm John Curry, I talk about this upcoming season, and if we do well, you'll be compensated very fairly.
Because right now he's making $4.1 million per year. All right, now that sounds great. It's 18th in the nation, but it's only this far from number 11 in the nation. Problem is, it's number 9 in the SEC. So in terms of what you got last year, bang for your buck, 9 wins from the guy who's making the 9th highest salary. Per dollar, you did all right by the wins. Bob, what are you doing?
I'm standing pat because you're right now, 7 weeks out from football season, 10 weeks, whatever. Then you got to add 12 weeks to that. I think that the period is short enough, and I agree with what you said. If they weren't just doing a bang-up job with recruiting right now, you could come back and make that argument a little bit better. But I think to put Tennessee, who has come through a financial crisis,
correct,
they're just on the other side of it.
A lot of it caused by big buyouts.
A lot of it caused by big buyouts. I don't want to even put my foot back in that door again. So let's just say, hey, let's wait, see where we are in November. He wins 8 games. I think you extend him definitely.
I think he would have gotten an extension if not for Dave Hart's situation when last season ended. I think he would have gotten another year rolled over. He got 2 years rolled over a couple of years ago, which is why he's still just now at 4. 2.5 per season is the buyout. I would look at extending him if his agent would allow me to work on that buyout. Keep the buyout money the same. Instead of 2.5 per year, prorate that over an extra year on the contract. I don't think any good agent would ever allow that to happen, but that would be my – I think he should get an extension. I just think it's the cost of doing business in this league. Give him an extension, but try not to lengthen the buyout.
If you could get his agent to do what you just said,
which
yes, I would go for it. But no, I don't think that's going to happen. You'll be adding another 2.5 minimum.
I think so too. All right, guys, very good. We got plenty more to come on this show, including Louisville getting hit by the NCAA and Vol fans saying they were let off easy. Were they? We'll compare it to Tennessee, what the NCAA did to them and to Bruce Pearl. We got more from the Peacemakers coming up. We got a lot more UT sports to talk about. Come on back on our Father's Day Spectacular.